SoftCheck tool here. I've got a fixture that I'm going to be measuring, and I've got a base plane that I've taken on there, and I've measured a couple lines that were on the sides of the fixture, and then I just do a simple line intersect as a coordinate system, and then I do my alignment, or my cat equals part. And then I've got some lines of code where I'm just measuring some profile points and some tooling pins, and then exporting out some data in CSV. And I've got an MHT file down below, and then I saved the SAT file. So a fairly simple SoftCheck tool, and I haven't saved it yet, but what I want to do is I want to explain what files are getting saved with these SoftCheck tools and where they're actually being saved in your system as defaults that come from Faro. So what I'll do now is I will go up to my File pull-down menu, and I'm going to do a Save As. Now notice what comes up. I've got some other files in the directory structure here that are previous SoftCheck tools. I would like to just keep the creator name as diverse dimensions. The part name, I will change that. I will say that that is fixture analysis. And then my drawing or revision number, I will just say that that is Rev C prior to shims. Since we're going to be moving some pins around and moving some of the datum pads around, I'm going to say that this is the Rev C prior to shims. And I will say save. Okay, now since this is a SoftCheck tool, the file extension that will be saved up here in this line, you can see that it ends with the extension that is an SCT for SoftCheck tool. Now what I'll do is I'll run out to my Windows Explorer. Got that open here. What's going to happen is that SCT file will be saved under the C colon, under my Documents and Settings, All Users, Application Data, and then Faro. And since I'm doing this in 4.0, it's going to be under my CAM2 Measure directory. And then the default is this Learn directory right here. Once I highlight that, I do have a lot of things underneath this directory here. But I will scroll down, and let's go look for fixture analysis. And here it is. Fixture analysis, tilde. The tilde comes through as the separation between the part name and the revision number here. So here I've got fixture analysis, tilde, Rev C prior to shims, then the tilde shows up again, and then the operator's name or whoever constructed that SoftCheck tool, that name will show up right there. And notice this, the SoftCheck tool, or the SCT, is the text that will be used for the SoftCheck tool. But look at right above it here, I've got an SAT file. That's the foundational drawing file, or the foundation SAT file, that has to be part of that SoftCheck tool. Both of these files have to be the same name for this SoftCheck tool to run. So that's good. That's where I like that SoftCheck tool to end up in the file structure. But also notice, if I scroll up, since I did this save, Faro actually made another directory underneath that Learn directory that's just labeled Fixture Analysis. I'm going to double click on that a second, and notice that it's got base images as a folder underneath it. It says the folder is empty right now because I don't have any pictures that are included in the SoftCheck tool yet. That's going to be the next step I'm going to do. So I've got some code that's out there. I've done the file save, and Faro has actually made these directories underneath their Learn folder that I can put my pictures in. Now notice if I go back to my SoftCheck tool, the file, when I saved it, and the part name that I gave it was this Fixture Analysis, Faro made that directory for pictures going underneath. But now maybe I've been running this code for quite some time, and the fixture is now changed to a different rev level, maybe Rev G or something like that, and it's already been shimmed, everything's cool. We're just going to go back and do analysis to the later revision level. I could just do a file and a save as, and I'm going to go right back down to this fixture analysis. I'm just putting my cursor over top of that area, and it's populating these three lines down here, or these three fields. But now what I would do is I might say that this would be Rev G, And then I'm going to delete all this stuff back here. And I'll just say that this is the Rev-G analysis. And I'll say save to that. Okay, now what's really cool is that if I went back out to my Windows Explorer and I highlighted that Learn directory again, and I'll scroll down just a little bit more here as well, notice that it's made another file here that would be the Rev-G analysis. That's SoftCheck tool. It developed another SAT file that's associated to that SoftCheck tool. So those are running together. But I have not changed, as I scroll up, this fixture analysis. I've still got this folder here that will have all the pictures underneath it. And I didn't want to add any different pictures or change any of the pictures that I had out there originally. So I've got that folder with my existing pictures that will show up right there. So that's great. I don't want to have multiple folders with the same pictures in it. So that's kind of a nice deal when you're just doing a rev level change. Now I'll run back out to that SoftCheck tool. So just remember, when you save your SoftCheck tool, Faro is going to make a file that's known as an SCT for SoftCheck tool, and it needs a foundational file that runs in the back known as the SAT, and it'll have the exact same name. In fact, if I pull this out of the way a little bit, there's an SAT file running in the background there. And notice up top there, it says it's untitled. But what it's actually doing is it's creating a file that's an SAT file with this exact same name, and it puts it right in the Learn directory. Now those are Faro defaults for storing of these SoftCheck tools. The Learn execute programs will also end up in this Learn directory. So just remember that all of the programs will end up going underneath that Learn directory along with the picture folders too.